good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the world of Leo. Andy Hansen here, and welcome to our Global Associate meeting. Today we've got me here on, which is tremendous, and he's going to be coming on halfway through the webinar to chat with you. Hope you've got your pad and pen ready, because there's a lot of dates and things you'll need to take down for your own reference, and also the incentives, etc., etc. So we're going to be looking at recognition, events, cryptocurrency, what's been in the news, LeoCoin 3, cryptocurrency wallets, and the new videos that have been released, the incentives, notices, and all sorts of lovely stuff. So great to see you here. Make sure you do take notes and communicate it out to your team. As ever, Jeff in the marketing department will send out a follow-up email, and make sure that your team look at that. And I'd advise you look at that too, because it's always good to see it a second time round. So the first thing we have to do is to recognize very, very special gentleman, Ash, who is on the call. I can see he's on the call there, and congratulate him from everybody here at the headquarters and everybody around the world, in fact, to becoming one of our newest directors, the third director in the UK, I believe. So many, many, many congratulations to you, Ash. Tremendous news. Looking forward to seeing you soon. When you've got time to pop in the office, let's have a meeting and see where we push things from here. Great achievement to become a director anywhere in the world, and even a bigger achievement to do it in the UK, mate. So we're all very, very proud of you. Dan sends his best. He can't be on the call, unfortunately. He's on another call, but he was singing your praises on the China call. So well done to you, mate, and well deserved. We then go on to our next newest director. Gosh, this is going to be one to pronounce. I don't think I'm even going to attempt it and insult the gentleman, but congratulations to you as well, sir, for becoming another director. So what we're seeing here is some real momentum building, and we're seeing consistency coming out. And you know, if you think back over the weeks of this year, there's hardly a week gone by where we've not been breaking some senior ranks, and this is something really for us to all be very, very proud of, and something you also should talk about when you're actually out there talking to prospective team members. Because you know, in direct sales, if you're not growing and you're not progressing and breaking ranks, then you're going backwards, really. There's no middle ground, and that's something that Leo is very, very good at, is breaking ground, moving forward, breaking ranks, people achieving, people winning. And it's all down to the systems that are in place. It's down to your dedication, your commitment as members, and it's down to having those big goals and actually doing something about them. And then we have an even bigger rank to talk about as well, which is absolutely amazing. Our newest regional marketing director, Wen Bao Chai, from China, mainland China, and as you can see in his picture there, he's always got that infectious smile on his face. I think I've done 3 or 4 events with him now when I've been touring in China, and this is just spectacular news, because you know, directors is one thing, but regional marketing directors, this is a big thing. He's only a few ranks off the top spot in the compensation plan for Leo, so many congratulations to him. Looking forward to seeing him soon and being able to shake his hand and give him a hug and give him a big well done, because he's been working so hard in the business, consistent and persistent, and it all pays off. You know, it's one of these things, when you focus on helping other people to be successful, then your success is automatic. But if you focus on yourself, I think it takes longer. You may still well end up being successful, but it's going to take you longer than if you take your eyes off yourself and you help other people to become successful. So well done there to Wen. Now, we had the great privilege on Friday, a group of us from the office, from the corporate staff, to go to the Direct Selling UK Stars Direct Selling Awards, and that was a great lunch and event. And as you can see there, we have to do a big shout out to Dr. Javed, because he was nominated and received the award for the Direct Seller of the Year. And again, a UK member who works very hard with his team, and is always at events. You know, it doesn't matter where I seem to go in the world, he pops up, be it Istanbul or Dubai or Mauritius or the UK, he's there. And you know, he's put a lot of work in. And the most important thing, and I said this off stage when we presented the award, is that he is a really beautiful human being. And it's one thing to be successful. It's even something better to be someone who's successful that is also a really nice person. He's always got good things to say about people. He's always working hard for his team. So it was great to see him recognized along with all of the other people that were recognized from all of the other professional, ethical companies that attended the DSA Awards on Friday. And also you'll see there that our own Amir Barlis was a finalist for Mentor of the Year. So you can see the other nominees there on stage, which was absolutely fantastic. He didn't get the actual award, but he was nominated and shortlisted, which is still a big deal when you consider all of the companies that are actually registered with the UK DSA and put their own nominees forward, etc., etc., etc. So it was a great lunch, and there was a team of us that went up. We were able to hang out. Paul Southworth joined us, which was really cool, and we were able to hang out and eat lovely food and meet other companies and talk to other people and really see that Leo's in great company there with all of the companies that are registered with the DSA. It's really good to know that you're in the same room with people that have the same goals and ambitions as we do, and that's about helping other people to develop themselves and their financial future. And then also I was asked to present on behalf of Dan, because Dan was not able to attend, he's out of the country. I presented the Mumpreneur Award. So that was to recognize mums in the business who, despite having children to look after and maybe having a job as well and a house to run and all the stuff that mums have to do when they're spinning all of those plates, that they also develop and build themselves a very successful direct selling business. And that's always good to see. You can see the picture on the right hand side of the screen there where we're all in the middle of lunch, and Steph and etc in the picture where we were there, and it was just a great day. And it was good to see Leo in such great company with all of those big companies that were there. So it was a really good time, and well done to me, and well done to Dr. Javed. So let's have a look at some team training that's been going on. Don't forget, if you do a team event or anything, then please do let us know. You can email Jeff at Jeff at welcometoleo.com with the details and some pictures, because we love to put them in the GAM because it enables other people around the world to see what's going on. So this was an event that was set up and was happening for the Dubai region team. 28 leaders there, and 2 members from Thailand also attended. So great to see this happening, and you see Whackers attended too. It's always good to see that the team leaders are having their own events and not just waiting to see what the company put on, even though the company do lots. Imagine if all of us as leaders put on events each week, each month. We'd have thousands of events going on all year round, which helps the growth of the business. It helps with momentum and motivation, and it helps new members to see the bigger picture. So talking about the bigger picture, Brazil. Now, obviously the incentive is now finished. So for those of you that qualified, congratulations, our hats off to each and every one of you. For those of you that qualified and also managed to get multiple tickets, then well done you. I wouldn't like your job deciding who in your team are going to bring along with you, but these are very important deadlines here that we're looking at the screen, so do take a note of these. The first thing is, if you need a visa, which would be for the vast majority of us, to go to Brazil, then you need to start that process now. Don't leave it till next year. Start the process now, because you only have to the 30th of November to redeem your ticket and assign your tickets to your new guests. So that's the first thing. That's your first date. 30th of November is the deadline for you to claim your own ticket and redeem it, and to assign tickets to your guests. And then the next deadline date you need is 31st of December. You must upload your visa and those for your guests by that date so that you can print your ticket. Now, full instructions of this is available on our ticket booking guide, okay, on the download section on the member back office. But please don't miss these dates, because this is such a huge event. People-wise, the amount of people going, it's going to be over double the size of Mauritius, well over double. But we obviously need to know exactly who's coming. We need to know who's got the visas. We can't be at the last minute running around trying to sort people out. So this is something we need to do as members. 30th of November, redeem your ticket, assign your ticket to your guests. 31st of December is the deadline for uploading your visa and those of your guests if needed, and to print your ticket. Please don't miss these deadlines, so make sure your team talk about it and are all informed about it. So now let's look at some events that are coming up. This Saturday, In Guadeloupe, 10th of November, we have a live seminar. It's our first live seminar in the world, actually, that's going to feature our VIP element. So the bonus training session and dinner, lunch, etc. with the speakers for the VIP side. Now, there's 25 tickets left. That's it. Then the event is sold out. So if you are thinking about it and haven't done it yet, then please do. As soon as the webinar is finished, go straight to the ticket section and get your ticket to avoid disappointment. If you've got any friends, relatives, acquaintances in the area that you'd like to send along so they can experience Leo live for themselves, then again, get the ticket and then send it over to them so that they can actually come along and attend the event. So that's this Saturday. It's an all-day event. It goes right the way through to Discover Leo in the evening, okay, and that's in Guadeloupe. The next one after that's in Finland on the 24th of November. And again, the leaders in Finland and Sweden and surrounding areas are doing an amazing job at filling this up. Tickets are running out really, really fast. So if you want to come along, then at the end of the webinar, log straight in and get your ticket to avoid disappointment. Again, we're doing the VIP element at that as well. So we're already seeing lots of VIP ticket holders that are redeeming their tickets for that, or you can purchase one for just £250. Now, that an event is going to be, again, a limited seat. So the seats will run out. We can't expand indefinitely there. So if you want a ticket, get a ticket and come along to that event. We've already seen members from 6 countries, would you believe, that have got tickets for this. So they're coming in from as far as Pakistan to this event. So Finland on the 24th of November. And then the last live seminar of the year, would you believe, it's that time already, is Dubai on the 8th of December. Wackers and myself there. And again, these tickets went on release only about an hour ago, I believe. So again, it's first come, first served. And again, we are limited there to 400 seats. So when they're gone, they're gone. If you'd like to come along, then we'd love to see you and spend a day with you. If you've got prospects you want to bring along or send along, then please feel free to do so. Going to be a good event and a good wrap to the end of the year. Okay, so that takes us then on to our featured incentive and travel incentive trip thing, Momentum 2019. Now, we had such success with this in this year, 2018, that me here and Dan and Bernard agreed we should rerun it. So here we go. This is our new incentive. The one for Brazil is finished. This launched actually on the 1st of November. So for those of you that don't know anything about it, you might already be in the process of qualifying and not even know. So any of the actions needed that happened since the 1st of November will go towards your qualification. Great lineup of speakers there. So this is probably the only time other than Brazil in the year that you're going to get to see all those speakers in one place. So set your goals. Decide how many people in your team are going to go along with you. And let's see you representing your country and your region at one of the following events. So the first one is for Asia, and that's the regional convention for the Asia region. Hopefully you know what region you're in. If not, you can also speak to team support. They'll be able to help you with that one. And this one is a cruise on the biggest luxury cruise liner that exists in China's waters today. It's 3 days, 2 nights. Now, we have used this vessel before. It was an amazing event. We've got a 1,000 seat auditorium that we have exclusive use of. The food is great, the accommodation is great, the staff are great, and it's just such a luxurious cruise ship that if you're in this region, I honestly wouldn't understand why you wouldn't do everything you needed to come along and be part of the special 3 days. And all you've got to do is personally introduce a new member between the 1st of November and the 31st of January and help them get to the rank of platinum, and then you and they will receive a ticket each to come along to the cruise. Now, there's no limit on the number of tickets you can actually achieve for yourself as a sponsor, so that's good. So if you introduce 3 new members and they all get to platinum, they all get a ticket each and you get 3 tickets. So then you've got 2 tickets that you can actually gift to a member of your team or maybe a prospect to bring along so they can experience Leo on a very grand scale, because this is a very big event. You know, 1,000 people on a cruise ship in an auditorium with all of the AV and the lovely stuff that goes on these cruise ships. This is spectacular. And what we did see following Momentum of this year is sales absolutely skyrocketed after the last momentum. So we don't see any reason why this wouldn't happen again in 2019. And this means that your business is moving forward, you're moving forward, you're breaking ranks, and in return, you will end up breaking a new rank yourself, I am sure. So that is the one for the Asia region. Now, the Asia region for this incentive includes all of the Asian region plus North America, so the United States and Canada. We then go to our next momentum event, which is the Dubai Regional Convention Trip. And this is for anyone that's in the Dubai region. And this is 3 days, 2 nights in one of the region's most luxurious hotels. So this is going to be land-based. We're not going off on water this time. And you do exactly the same thing. All you need to do is introduce a new member, get them to platinum between the 1st of November and the 31st of January. So you must introduce them from the 1st of November onwards and get them to platinum from the 1st of November onwards. And then you and they will also receive a ticket. There's only 1,000 tickets available for this, okay? But there is a travel bonus available for this for flights, because obviously a lot of members are having to come in from all over the shop as regards to Dubai region. It's a very, very big region for land mass wise. And there's terms and conditions on that will come out. And the important thing here is to remember that you and they need to be registered in the Dubai region. So if you live in Dubai and you sponsor someone in Dubai and they go to platinum, then you're both going. Exactly the same rule applies for the Asia one. So if you're not in either of those regions, you're probably thinking, well, that's great, but how about me? I'm in the rest of the world. Well, we said we'd announce it, and it's my privilege to be able to reveal it to you. So if you're not in the Asia region, or North America, being America and the USA, and if you're not in the Dubai region, being all of the countries that are in the Dubai region, then you're left in the rest of the world. So ROTW, which is Europe, South America, Africa, and Eurasia. So this is where you're going to need your pad and pen, ladies and gentlemen, because if you're in any of those regions, you need to know the facts of what you're going to do. And what we're going to actually enable you to do is choose to join us at either the Asia cruise or the Dubai luxury trip. Now, there's some rules around this, which we'll get to in a minute. So if you're in Europe, South America, Africa, or Eurasia, you're going to be able to join us on either the cruise with the Asia region or for the Dubai event at a luxury hotel. Now, here's all you need to do. You still have to recruit, sponsor, and look after and help a new member get to the rank of platinum between the 1st of November and the 31st of January. One ticket for you, one ticket for them. You both must be located in the same region. So if you're in the United Kingdom, you're introducing a person in the United Kingdom and you're helping them get to platinum, then you're both going to get to go. There's no limit on the number of tickets you can get as a sponsor. Now here's where there's a slight change. There are only 50 tickets available for the Asia region cruise. So if you're in the rest of the world, there's only 50 tickets available for Asia, and there's only 450 tickets available for Dubai region trip. Now, how this is going to work to make it fair is we're not allocating whether it's Asia or Dubai, or giving you the choice, should I say, until the incentive is finished. When the incentive is finished, then everyone will be notified that the platform will go live and you'll be able to redeem your ticket. The first 50 people that want to go to Asia will be the ones to get their Asia tickets, and then the following 450 will be the ones to get Dubai tickets. So the first 50 to log in and to redeem their ticket will get a choice between Asia and Dubai. Once those 50 have gone, then the balance won't get a choice. They'll all be joining us in Dubai. But either are great. Either are tremendous trips, and there's a travel bonus available for you for flights for this, because obviously we say you pick on Patrice in Guadeloupe. That is a long way from either China or from Dubai. So there is a travel bonus available for flights. So you need to see the terms and conditions for this one, and they'll be published very soon. So what it means is now that Momentum is embracing the entire planet. Everybody has the opportunity now to get better motivation, education, inspiration, recognition, and enter the gold lucky draw. at each of the events, but you need to do the work now. And this is all under the philosophy that you can have anything you want in life if you help other people get what they want. And by sponsoring a new person in your region, by helping that person to get to the rank of platinum between the 1st of November and the 31st of January, you're helping someone else. You're taking your eyes off yourself and you're working the real way that network marketing should work, and that's by helping other people. So 50 tickets up for grabs in Asia for the cruise, 450 tickets up for grabs for the Dubai event for the rest of the world. So that's Africa, Europe, Eurasia, and there's one other I've forgotten. But anyway, they're in there. Europe, Africa, Asia, Eurasia. That's it. They are the 3 regions that are part of that. Information will come out by email real soon. So get to work now. Plan your work. Work your plan and ensure you join us at one of these amazing events, which will follow on quite quickly after Brazil. So it's going to be a very busy year next year. We've got over 30 live seminars planned. We've got Brazil, which will be the biggest event the company's ever held, and we now have a worldwide all-inclusive momentum tour. So with that, I'm going to hush up and I'm going to hand over the reins to the one and only Mihir, who is fresh back from his little break because he needed to recharge his batteries with his family, and he's all raring to go to talk to you about cryptocurrency. Mihir, are you there?
Thanks very much, Andy. Always a pleasure to be here. Delighted to see so many. Gosh, it's almost a record-breaking call today. Loads going on all around the world, obviously. And yeah, delighted. Loads going on in the crypto space. Those of you following Bitcoin and the Bitcoin price and movements will have been, well, largely bored by the lack of movement, the lack of change going on in the Bitcoin space. But that kind of covers up quite a lot of interesting developments in the market. There's been new institutions, new banks, new exchanges getting excited about futures trading of cryptocurrency, about new ways of using the blockchain. There's been a lot of conversations about some of the extra advantages of the blockchain going on, and some new countries are looking at regulations in this space. I think South Korea in particular this week announced that it was doing a whole bunch of work on Bitcoin exchanges, on ICOs, on the use of blockchain technology in public services. So lots and lots going on in space. And in terms of the Bitcoin world, I mean, it's quite a weird one, as it always is. But I think we're sort of seeing a time when more and more people are starting to learn about it. That sort of excitement and over-excitement from late last year has kind of fizzled away a bit, which is probably no bad thing. And now we're sort of getting more people into the space who really understand it, who really get the power of it and get what it can do. And so my own view is that we're just sort of on the cusp of something great in the crypto world. I think over the next few months, maybe even 6 months, that long or so, we'll start to see some progression, we'll start to see some development with lots and lots of new projects coming out, lots and lots of new coins and tokens being revealed, lots of new use cases and utilities for those tokens as well. So it's a strange world in crypto right now, but it's quite an exciting one and quite a hopeful one. But anyway, that brings me on nicely to the LeoCoin 3 developments. And so what we have with LeoCoin 3, hopefully, all of you know and understand, is the migration from its current blockchain to a new Ethereum-based blockchain, an Ethereum-based blockchain, that is. And this essentially, to boil it down, is the addition to LeoCoin of the most advanced, the most technologically strong, the most robust blockchain in the industry right now. Now, our developers and our teams are working busily on our migration, on the change to the LeoCoin. That's all going fine. To give you a bit of an update or an insight onto it, essentially, we are getting new technologies, new wallets. The technology will work much faster. The blockchain will be far more efficient, far more secure. And there's lots and lots of new ways for us to reward and strengthen strengthen our relationship with Leo members, and provide specific rewards to them through the magic and the wonderful use of smart contracts. Now, those of you following the news in Ethereum and related tokens and coins will have seen there's been some bugs reported, there have been some hacks, there have been some technological challenges, which have been quite high profile and had a bit of a serious impact on the industry. We're not too nervous about that. We're not worried about that. It's going to probably lengthen our development timetable and mean that we take a little bit longer to migrate over, but we're well aware of the things we need to do to the Leo coin to protect it from these issues and these little loopholes that seem to have popped up with some Ethereum tokens and some Ethereum coins that have migrated to it. And so we know what we're doing on that, but our development team is working hard. And while it might take a little bit longer than we originally thought, there's a clear plan there and it's working out quite well. And so very, very excited about the new Leo Coin 3 potential. Very, very excited about the smart contracts and things we can do with them. The merchant program is shaping up. The exchanges we're talking to, kind of happy with the move. So very, very keen and very, very excited about the future of our Leo coin. Now, in the meantime, we just released a video for you guys to, 4 videos rather, for you guys to watch. And these are about crypto and digital currency wallets, being soft wallets or hard wallets, web wallets and desktop wallets. It's a useful bit of training, a useful bit of information. As we get closer and closer to Leo Coin 3, more and more of you will become more familiar with external platforms, external trading, and really working in the external cryptocurrency world. So these videos are absolutely worth watching. They're worth training your teams on. They're worth understanding, because these are questions that I'm sure all of you are asked by prospects. These are questions that many of you will have had when you first started with Leo or first came into this industry. And so these little videos, which we'll continue to make, we'll continue to develop on other topics as well, are really worth becoming familiar with and really worth just training your team. Now, a couple of incentives to mention. Andy's already talked about the incredible momentum incentives that are going on right now. It's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to travel on the Momentum Tour, to speak at the Momentum events. I'm always delighted to do it. Last year was incredible, but I think we can do even better this year. And the way that these incentives are working, they include every single person in the world now. They include every single prospect you could ever talk to from any planet at all. And so they really are cracking incentives. Which brings me to news about the imminent end of 2 other incentives that are running right now. This is the Leo Coin Market Service incentive, which really is coming to an end. It's at an incredibly generous juncture. It's more generous than I possibly thought we could ever offer. And with the momentum incentives coming along, obviously it's not good business sense to be just throwing incentives around all over the place. So the LMS incentive will be ending very, very soon. If you want to switch from your DMS to the LMS, then I suggest you do it as soon as possible. You won't get a better opportunity than this. If you've got prospects, if you've got people who haven't quite made that leap, who haven't joined Leo, who haven't quite understood the LMS service, then now is the time to get them on board. Not least because for our new members, our new joiners, the bronze, silver, gold rank award incentive is still running, but will also end very, very soon as well. You'll remember, I think it was last month or perhaps the end of September, this incentive was cut in half. Despite that cut in half, it's still a very, very generous incentive, and is a very, very bold and strong incentive for you to recruit people into the business, for you to get people excited about why they should be joining Leo. But it will also be reduced very, very soon and end shortly after that. My strong, strong advice is you still have people on the fence, you still have people you haven't spoken to yet, do it. Get them involved, get them excited about these incentives, get them into the business, because there probably isn't going to be a better time. If you think about the bronze, silver and gold incentive, if you think about the LMS incentive, if you have the Momentum Tour incentives that are currently running, joining Leo, going platinum, say, right now, is an incredibly attractive business opportunity, an incredibly attractive prospect for almost anyone in the world right now. So if you're not reaching out to those people, if you're not getting them into the business, if you're not bringing them into your teams, getting yourself qualified for Momentum Tour, getting yourself qualified for executive, getting yourself qualified for whatever your goal is, then I honestly don't know what you're waiting for. I honestly don't know why you're not acting right now. So, loads going on in the business. LeoCoin 3 working well, incentives crashing to a halt very, very soon indeed. And with that, I'll hand back over to Andy, who can close out the call, tell you about some of the other updates, and leave you with a good, strong call to action.
Thanks, Mihir. Really, really appreciate it. As always, so good to have you on the call. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you got the opportunity to see Mihir live at the Momentum events and Dan live. So it's very, very important that you do make that decision to join us at those events today. So office closures. Ivory closed 15th of November, will be closed for National Peace Day. 21st of November, the day after the Prophet's birthday, they're going to be closed. And the UAE, 19th of November is Molad, so the Prophet's birthday, and then 30th of November, commemoration day. So it doesn't really affect us as members, other than if you are visiting the office. And if you visit on those days, you're going to be disappointed because it's going to be closed. So do put that in your schedule if you're looking to actually visit any of those particular offices. So call to action, use the product packs to generate excitement. Very, very important. And as Mihir just said, you know, currently with all the incentives going on, oh my goodness alive, if there was ever a time to call people on your chicken list, the time is now. They've got the Momentum incentive, they've got the Rank Award incentive, they've got the LMS incentive. I mean, how many more incentives could they possibly want? Investigate the new LeoCoin market service. If you've not already purchased your own, then you should really be looking at that in greater detail to understand it more fully, so you can explain it to your team members and all of that lovely stuff. And if you've got a DMS and you're thinking about wanting to actually convert that to LMS, then time is to do it now, because the offer on the LMS is just so insane at this minute. Get started on the Momentum incentives. It's really, really important to get your head around that, to decide that you're going to be there, then decide how many of your team are going to be joining you, and then you can work out how many new members you're going to be introducing. This all is done to help you drive your business, to drive your rank advancement faster, to give you consistent and persistent growth, and to get new fresh blood into your teams, because that's where the growth always comes from. If you qualify for Brazil, don't forget to get your visa sorted and also claim your tickets within those dates that we talked about earlier. And also make sure you join us in Guadeloupe, Finland, and or Dubai, and invite your contacts. You know, the live seminar is one of the most effective ways to take a prospect and to help them to make the right decision of joining Leo today, because they get to experience firsthand what Leo is about, and it's education. We've got a lot of other stuff that we have as well in and around the ecosystem, but education is the core, so they can come and experience it for themselves. And also they're sat in a room with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other people, and they're looking around at all different types of people from all different walks of life, thinking, well, if they can do it, I can do it. Use live seminars as a way to actually propel your business forward to the future. Make sure you join us next week, 12th of November, for the global annual meeting, whatever they call it, members meeting, the webinar, because there are going to be even more announcements, would you believe? So make sure you get your team on. There's some very, very exciting announcements coming next week. And I do have to do another shout out, because I was talking about Ash like Ash is on his own, and it's not, it's Ash and Charlie. But I wasn't really paying attention to the screen, and I have a control panel on the right hand side which was covering their photo, which would have reminded me it's Ash and Charlie. And between you and I'll tell you a secret, Charlie's really the brains behind the operation. So I am apologizing, Ash and Charlie, if you're listening. Charlie particularly, I didn't intentionally leave you out, and next time I see you, dinner's on me. So guys, have a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous week. Make the rest of today count. There's a lot of hours left in today. Pick up the phone, start calling your prospects and telling them all the exciting news about the incentives that are on offer right now, but could end any day soon. And I guarantee you one thing, if you buy that idea and you do pick up the phone, we'll see you at Momentum, and we'll also see you all over the top. Take care.